We've known for a little while that Hello Games is going to be bringing big changes to No Man's Sky. Recent job ads on the company's official website make it appear as though the changes the company has talked about are just beginning. On the official page, the company announced that it's looking for a new QA tester, an experienced programmer, graduate programmer, and writer. The writer position might be the most interesting because we'd love to think that there might actually be some sort of a story mode coming down the pike. Hello Games is certainly not tipping their hand as far what the writer is going to be doing. In the job description, they just put, "You're not a one-trick pony, you can turn your hand to any kind of writing, both creative and non-creative," when talking about the person they were looking for in order to hire on. Hopefully we'll be getting more No Man's Sky news explaining what these job listings are for before long. We still don't know what Death Stranding exactly is, but we do know that it has a whole lot of talent behind it and that it looks absolutely incredible. The trailer we saw for the game at the Game Awards was visually stunning at least. According to director Hideo Kojima, that's not even the end of it. In an interview with Red Bull, Kojima said that the trailer had been real-time footage running on the PS4 Pro and that the final game would end up looking even better, crediting Guerrilla's excellent Decima engine. Decima is a groundbreaking rendering engine, but if we would create the same worlds, there is no point to that, he said. Horizon Zero Dawn has this fantastic artistic vision, but we're more aiming for a very photorealistic style. I'm a big fan of physical-based lighting, and we've created something which we call Glass Room, which is literally just a meeting room where we can check the quality of reflections and accuracy of lighting on every single object, like tanks or the baby doll. It was rendered in real time on a PS4 Pro, and it will look much better when the game comes out. Kojima sounds very confident, possibly because of the sheer talent that will be working on the game. He elaborated on that too, specifically talking about Guillermo del Toro's involvement in the game. "We worked on a different project together, the cancelled Silent Hill reboot, and he was pretty sad that it ended, so I asked him whether he wanted to come on board, and now we're actually collaborating on a deep level because we're developing his character together and talk a ton about ideas and inspirations, camera angles, and storytelling." It went the same way with Mads Mikkelsen, who plays the main villain in Death Stranding. Death Stranding sounds like it will be a hugely ambitious game when it ultimately does release. It is slated for the PS4 exclusively, although a PC version is scheduled to follow afterwards as well. Phil Spencer has recently made it very clear that he views the Xbox One Scorpio as a premium product, and that its price should reflect that, which has led to persistent speculation regarding just how high the new console may be priced. However, in an interview with Us Gamers, Spencer has clarified his stance, stating that he still wants the system to be priced like a console instead of a gaming PC. "When you talk to me about Scorpio, the term I use about the architecture isn't the 6 teraflops, which is obviously what we've announced, it's balance," he said. "Really what it is you want a platform that is balanced between memory bandwidth, GPU power, your ability to move memory, and an amount of memory around in many ways is more inhibiting to the performance of your game than absolute teraflops on any one of the individual pieces. And when we designed Scorpio, we really thought about this balanced rig that could come together at a price point. I want Scorpio to be at a console price point. I'm not trying to go and compete with a high-end rig. And because we're building one spec, we're able to look at the balance between all the components and make sure that it's something we really hit that matters to consumers and gamers." This seems to indicate that while 6 teraflops is a massive amount of power, the system will definitely have some trade-offs in order to keep costs under control. We just hope Microsoft doesn't follow the Xbox One and skimp out on the RAM. Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2 may not have Bruce Straley returning with Neil Druckmann for directorial duties, but it will have an interesting new addition to the writing staff. On Twitter, Druckmann confirmed that the game's story will be co-written by Holly Gross of Westworld fame. Druckmann noted that Gross would be his co-writer and said, "Can't wait to share more of the story with y'all. Spoiler alert, it's intense." Gross wrote 2 episodes for the hit sci-fi series, including Trompe l'Oeil and The Adversary, while serving as a story editor for The Stray and Chestnut. Considering the reception to Westworld, it should be interesting to see how Gross and Druckmann handle the story for The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 is out on PS4, but is currently in very early development. What are your thoughts on it thus far? Let us know in the comments below.
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.